Kohan. My name is Zsuzsa. In the next almost 1.5 hours, I will lead you through a very slow Hatha flow, which will hopefully balancing out or activate your first and your fourth chakra, which means the base and the heart chakra. As you will see, the video is basically divided into two parts. The first part is mainly just the meditation, just the visualization. So if you have any serious physical ailments which doesn't allow you to move, feel free to practice the first part only. If your body is happy to participate, in the second part we will add some asanas, some postures, but please try not to be really focused on the postures and the asanas. Always choose the option where you are able to breathe, when you are able to concentrate on the visuals, because treat this practice as a meditation, as a meditative flow, instead of thinking about, okay, now let's do a proper and a strong asana practice. It will be slow, it doesn't mean it will be easy, so please always adjust and find a pose which is okay for your body. I'm really curious, what is your experience? How do you feel after the practice? Maybe 1 or 2 hours or half an hour after the practice. So if you have any feedback, any thoughts, any questions, feel free to let me know underneath the video. Thank you very much. Enjoy the practice. Namaste.
Find a comfortable seated position. If it's not comfortable to sit on the floor, sit on a chair, or if you have any serious injury, pain, just lie down. Rest your hands on your legs or into your lap and close your eyes or lower your gaze down. Have a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. One more time, breathing in through your nose. Have a long exhale through your mouth. As you're breathing in next time, imagine, visualize you're breathing in through your nose and follow the way of the air inside of your lung, inside of your body, down towards the legs, towards the sit bones, towards your feet. And as you exhale, imagine you slowly growing roots and exhaling out through these roots. Breathing in through your nose. The air is traveling into your body, creating space into your body. You can imagine you breathing in light, so you're brightening up the inside of your body. And as you exhale, the breath, the energy, the light is traveling down through your roots. Breathing in. This is the only thing I have right now, this breath. Exhaling out. This is the only thing I have right now, the earth underneath me. Breathing in, me and my breath. Exhaling out, I have the support from the earth. As you are breathing in, imagine, visualize you breathing in through your roots. You're breathing into your body, into your mind, into your heart. Whatever you need from the earth is there to support you, to nurture you. Breathing in through your roots. And the energy is traveling up through the spine towards the crown of the head. And as you exhale, exhale out everything not serving you anymore. Breathing in through your roots, breathe in from the center of the earth, whatever you need today. And exhaling out, soften your whole body. Breathing in through your roots, spine, crown of the head, the energy rising up. And exhaling out. And last time. Breathing in through your roots, through the spine. And exhaling out. And now bring your hands next to your heart into prayer position. And as you're breathing in, lift your hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, draw a big circle with your arms, with your hands. Imagine you are drawing a huge energy circle, energy bubble around you. Let's do it 2 more times. Palms together next to your hands. Inhale, arms reaching up. And draw this light bubble, golden bubble around you as you exhale. And one more time, breathing in. And huge circle around you. Keep your hands resting on your legs, on your lap for a moment or two. Breathing in through your roots, through the spine. And as you're exhaling out, just visualize you are sitting in this light bubble. Every inhale, remind yourself, that's the only thing I have right now, this breath. Every exhale, remind yourself, you have the earth underneath your body. You have the support. You are sitting in this light bubble. You are safe. Breathing in, you have this breath. Exhaling out, you have the support. Give the weight of your body to the earth. Stay there for a breath or two. Just visualize, just feel, just sense. And next time, place your hands onto your pubic bone. We will work with the first chakra, the root chakra. Rest your hands on the pubic bone, just feeling the warmth of your hands. If you don't want to touch your body, just keep your hands a little bit above this area. Imagine in the middle of the pelvis there is a teeny tiny red dot. And as you are breathing in, concentrate onto the pelvis area, the legs, your feet, your roots. Breathing in through the roots, through the legs. Breathing into the pelvis area. And with every inhale, watch this little red dot getting a little bit bigger. As you exhale, this red light, this ruby red light, start to grow and spread in the pelvis area. Breathing in through the roots, legs, into the pelvis. And exhaling out, allow the light to grow, getting brighter, filling up the whole pelvis area. Breathing in and traveling towards your legs, through the legs, feet. The whole lower part of your body is brightened up. The center of the earth has the same color, is red. Through your roots, you are connected with this red center. You're breathing in the energy, the power from this red center through your roots, into your legs, into the pelvis. Feeling the warmth, feeling the power, feeling the energy, the support. Just breathe, just visualize. And remind yourself, repeating quietly in your mind, I have the right to be here. I have the right to live my life in a way I want. I have the right to be, to live. I am supported. I am grounded. I am who I am. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Just visualize, just be present, just sense. If you realize your mind is wandering, just come back to the breath, come back to the light, come back to the words. Maybe you stick to one sentence I offered you, and repeating in your mind again and again with every breath. And now slowly move your hands a little bit further up and place your hands onto the chest area. The other chakra we are working with today is the chakra 4, the heart chakra. Rest your hands on your chest, on the heart area. Stay there for a breath or two, just feeling the warmth of your hands. Just breathe underneath your hands. The color we will work with in this area is green. Green of spring. Imagine a tiny green dot in the center of your chest. And as you are breathing into this area, with every inhale creating more and more space, like you are opening up a window. Opening up a window, and the fresh air, the green air is traveling in. The spring air is traveling in, creating more and more space. And just removing the old, removing whatever is not useful. Breathing into the chest, into the heart area. Visualize the air is traveling in. The little green dot is getting bigger and bigger, brighter and brighter. Green of spring. Green of spring filled. Imagine you are walking on a field. The sun is just rising. Dewdrops on every single little leaf. As you're walking, because of the wet grass, your ankles getting a little bit wet, your calves getting a little bit wet. Fresh, springy, green. Breathe in this color, breathe in this feeling. Bring a memory back into your mind when you felt you've been loved, or when you felt that you love. Maybe a person, maybe an animal, maybe an idea, maybe a picture. Maybe just imagine a scenery. You are loved, or you are giving love to someone or something. Feel this feeling. With every breath, allow to spread in your whole being, in your whole body. Imagine it spreading, traveling through your arms, to the fingers, through the legs, into your feet, towards the crown of the head, towards the tailbone. This feeling is enveloping your whole being, your whole body. Just feel the love. And remind yourself, you are loved. You are love. You have the right to feel, to receive, to give. You are love. And now slowly bring your hands next to your heart into prayer position. And as you're lifting your hands next to your forehead, pressing your thumbs against your forehead, repeat quietly in your mind, you are never alone. You are part of the universe. You are one of the dewdrop. You are perfect. You are loved. Now move your hands a little bit further down, press your thumbs against your lips. And remind yourself, your words are very powerful. Remind yourself, whenever you open your mouth, when you are talking to someone, ask the question, the thing I want to say, is it necessary? Is it true? Is it kind? Now bring your hands next to your heart. keeping your hands into prayer position, or if you want, rest your palms onto your chest, on your heart. My heart is full of love. I love myself as I am. The reason I'm here, to live this life, to share this love. The reason I'm here is love. The reason I have this life, to share this love. Now slowly rest your hands on your legs again. Stay there for a couple of moments. Remind yourself you have this light bubble around you. You have your roots, you have the earth. And with every breath you have a chance to connect with the universe. The universe is stepping into your body through your breath. You have everything. You have this breath. You have the earth underneath. And this safe place you created to yourself. And just ask the question, what brought you today onto your mat? Normally when we are happy, when we feel okay, we are not really paying attention for our practice. But when we have some sadness, some sorrow, we try to find a solution. What is within you today? Do you feel sad? Do you feel lost? Do you feel lonely? Low? Think it through and find something you want to work with today. And now bring your hands in front of you, turning your palms towards the sky, holding your hands like to receiving something. And imagine someone places this sadness, this loneliness, this lost feeling into your hands, into your palms, like placing a little bird onto your palms. So just to make sure this bird is not flying away, slowly close your hands, keeping a little space between your palms, holding this little bird, your sadness, your lost feelings, your fears. Be gentle, because there is something fragile, something very special between your hands. And now slowly lift your hands up above your head. Keeping the tip of your little finger and the tip of your thumbs together, slowly open up the other fingers. Imagine you creating a beautiful flower with your hands. Maybe a lotus, maybe a tulip, or whatever pops into your mind. A beautiful, fragile flower which is rooted down to the center of the earth. And through the roots, from the center of the earth, the energy, whatever is feeding this plant, whatever is feeding this flower, you breathing it in. You breathing it in through your roots. You breathing it in through your spine. You feeding this beautiful little flower. You are making it beautiful. You are making it strong. Your hands like a tulip, the lotus. Your hands like a cup containing all of your sorrow, pain, sadness. Holding it above your head, you are offering it to the universe. Just holding it and slowly realize whatever is inside of the cup is part of the universe. You offer it, but in the same time, you holding the hands, you creating the container, you allow this to be as it is. And this something in your hands is nothing else than a little piece of the universe, a present for you from the universe, a lesson. Yes, it might not make sense right now, but later when you learn the lesson, when you have enough of the suffering, you can release your hands, the teachings. So take your time, stay as long as you want. And when your arms getting tired, when you have enough, just breathe in. And as you are exhaling out, create a huge circle with your hands, with your arms, like you are releasing whatever was in your hands, releasing the cup, the container, was created and held by you. Nothing in your hands now, because you released whatever you've been holding. You made the decision to hold, and you made the decision to release. Just feel the lightness, feel the freedom, find a smile on your face. And with the next breath again, bring your palms together next to your heart. As you're breathing in, draw a big circle with your arms, lifting your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, place your right hand on the floor and slowly lean towards the side, creating a little extra space in the left side of your body. Breathing in again through your roots, through the left side of your body. Keep breathing into the heart area, into the side of the chest. With the next inhale, bend your left elbow a little bit. Imagine someone is standing behind you, pulling your left elbow slightly bit back, turning the chest slightly bit towards the sky. And if that's okay for your neck, look down towards the floor. And as you exhale, extend your arm like you want to reach something with the fingertips. In the meantime, imagine someone pulling the left sit bone, the roots down towards the center of the earth, and turn your face up towards the sky. Let's do it 3 more times with your breath. Breathing in, bending your elbow, someone pulling your elbow back, looking down. And as you exhale, lengthen your arms, turn your face towards the sky. And again, breathing in, bend your elbow, looking down. Turn the chest towards the sky, create space. As you exhale, arms straight, looking up. And last time, bend your elbow, reach the wall or whatever is behind you with your elbow, looking down. And as you exhale, lengthen your arm. And now stay there a couple of breaths, let's say 3 breaths. If your body allows you to go a little bit further, feel free to walk your right hand slightly bit away from you. Make sure the left sit bone is still rooted. Make sure you're still turning the chest towards the sky, and find the position for your head. Doesn't matter what is the position. Stay there for a breath. And with the next inhale, bring your upper body back to neutral position. Change the cross of your legs. Rest your hands on your legs. Stay there for a couple of moments, 2 or 3 breaths. Just feel the difference between the right side and the left side. Try not to move, not to fidget. And now let's do exactly the same on the other side. Bring your palms together next to your heart. Inhale, huge circle with your arms. Lift your arms up. And as you exhale, left hand on the floor and slowly lean towards the side. Breathing in again, bend your elbow, looking down towards the floor. As you exhale, lengthen your arm, looking up. And again, breathing in, elbow bent. Someone pulling your elbow back, looking down. And as you exhale, lengthen your arm. Work with the colors, breathing in through your roots, the red color. The color traveling towards the heart area where it turns into green. And as you exhale out, allow this green color to spread into your arm, finger, crown of the head. Breathing in the red color through your roots, into the pelvis. Allow it traveling up towards the heart, and allow the green color to spread. Stay in the pose for 2 or 3 breaths. Find the lightness. Breathe into the pelvis. Breathe into the chest. Visualize your roots. Visualize color red. Visualize the space in your heart area. The window is still open. The spring air, the green air, the fresh air is coming in. And as you exhale, slowly release. And now we are moving into child position. Slowly find your way to come into child pose. Open your knees wide, big toes touch. And create a triangle with your hands, the tip of your thumbs and the tip of your index fingers together. Open the other fingers nice and wide and place your forehead in this triangle shape. Of course, if it's not your cup of tea, any hand position is perfectly fine. Rest your forehead on the floor, close your eyes. You are in child pose, just like a little seed. Watch this little seed slowly start to sprout. The root is growing down, down, down toward the center of the earth, through your forehead, your arms, your legs, your feet. You always have the earth as your support. It always feeds you, supports you. This is your mother, always there for you. And visualize the little green light in your heart area. Teeny tiny green light. This is the moment you might feel still a little bit closed. You might feel a little bit heavy. You might feel it's not super easy to breathe. Your energy is still a little bit low. But this is a very interesting, very exciting moment. We don't know what the next moment brings to us. We don't know how the practice will fold. We can have ideas how our day, our life will fold, but we have no idea what will happen in reality. Keep your mind open, curious. What is coming next? And allow miracles, allow beauty, allow lightness, life to step into your practice, into your life, into your mind. Every inhale you're breathing in the color red from the center of the earth. Every inhale you're breathing in the color green from the universe above you. Creating more and more space, more and more light, more and more brightness. And with the next inhale, slowly come into all four position. Your hands underneath your shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide, your knees hip-width apart. And with the next inhale, start to arch your spine, looking forward, lift the tailbone, lifting the chest, creating space into your heart. And as you exhale, round your spine, try to reach the sky with the back of your body and slowly sit back onto your heels, come back into child pose. And again, inhale, back to all four position, arch, looking forward, lift the chest, breathe into the heart, breathe the green color in. And exhaling out, round your spine, sit on your heels, you still grounded, you still rooted. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, arching the spine, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. As you exhale, round your spine, sit on your heels, child pose. Let's add one more posture. Inhale, back to all four position, arch. Feel that you have more and more space in the chest area. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, tuck your toes under and slowly reach the ceiling, reach the wall behind you with your buttocks. Inhale, knees on the floor, arching the spine, looking up. Breathe into the heart. As you exhale, round your spine, sit on your heels, child pose. You stay grounded, you stay rooted. 2 more times. Inhale, back to all four position, arch, breathing in through your roots, breathe into your heart. As you exhale, downward facing dog, keep your knees slightly bent, reach something with the buttocks behind you. Inhale, knees on the floor, looking forward, arch. As you exhale, round your spine, sit on your heels, child pose, back to the teeny tiny seat position. And one more time, inhale, knees on the floor, looking forward, arch. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Keep your knees soft, spine is long, palms rooted. Inhale, knees on the floor, looking forward, arch. And as you exhale, round your spine, sit on your heels, back to child pose. And from child position, slowly find your way to come into downward facing dog. Stay in downward facing dog a little bit. Feel free to move, walk with your feet on the same spot. Move your pelvis to the right, to the left. Spread the fingers nice and wide and pressing your palms into the floor. As you are breathing in, visualize, imagine you have roots through the feet, through your palms, and you're breathing in through these roots, breathing in the color red from the center of the earth, through your arms, through your legs, through the spine. They are traveling into the pelvis area, creating more and more space. The red color getting more and more bright. Stay there for a couple of moments. And with teeny tiny steps, start to walk your feet towards your hands. Stay in forward fold position. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And again, feel free to soften your knees a little bit, breathing in through your feet, through the back of the leg. And as you exhale, imagine there is a little waterfall in your spine, and the energy is just traveling down through the spine, through the arms, fingertips. Breathing in through the roots, back of the leg, red color is traveling up. And as you exhale, allow the color red, or if you want to change, swap into color green, is sliding down through the spine. Breathing in again, 2 more breaths here. With every exhale, the back of the leg getting a little bit longer. Every inhale, create a little extra space. 1 more breath here. Breathing in, roots, back of the leg, create more space. Exhaling out, create more softness. And now let's have 3 half salutation. Keep visualizing the colors. As you're breathing in, lift the chest parallel to the floor. Bring your arms alongside of your body. Have a little arch in your back. Breathe into the chest area. As you exhale, folding forward. Soften your knees if you wish. Inhale. Coming up to standing, draw a huge circle with your arms, breathing in through your roots. And as you exhale, folding forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest parallel to the floor, breathing through the legs, breathe into the chest, red and green color. As you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up to standing, huge circle with your arms like you're hugging the whole universe. And as you exhale, folding forward. And last time. Inhale, breathing through your roots, breathe into the chest, halfway lift. As you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come up to standing, huge circle with your arms reaching up. And as you exhale, bring your hands next to your heart. You are standing the front edge of the mat, your feet hip distance apart, palms together next to your heart. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Imagine you are facing with your past now. What is your overall feeling? If you think about your past, what is the first thing pops into your mind? Maybe some events, maybe some happy or sad or uncomfortable events popping into your mind. How is your past? Is bright? Is happy? Is heavy? Is dark? Whatever makes you a little bit low, whatever doesn't make you happy in your past, now we will release. With the next inhale, release your hands in front of you, hook your thumbs, open the fingers nice and wide. And with the next inhale, lift your arms up above your head. Imagine there is a wall behind you and you try to reach this wall and the ceiling in the meantime with your arms, with your hands, like someone pulling your wrist up and back. Keep lifting the pubic bone towards the belly button. Keep engaging the front of your body, supporting your lower back and reaching up and back. Stay there for 4 more breaths. Yes, I know it's not the most comfortable feeling. You might feel lots of tension. You might feel you want to release this pose right now. Stay there for 3 more breaths. Just breathe into the area, into the physical body where you feel you need more space. And don't forget exhaling out whatever is bothering you, whatever makes you unhappy regarding your past. Breathing in space. Allow the memories to change. Allow the lessons to settle. And as you exhale, just find the softness, just find the ease. Just surrender. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, really gently start to soften your knees. Very slowly start to folding forward and interlace the fingers behind the back of your body, lifting your hands up towards the ceiling. keep both legs straight. Breathing in here, and as you exhale, bend your right knee a little bit. And as you exhale, try to reach your right knee with your right shoulder, turning the chest towards the left. And just breathe into the back of the left leg. Breathing in through your roots, through the back of the leg. Watch wherever you feel the tension, you are breathing a little more space, a little more color there. As you exhale, allow the colored green traveling through the spine like a little waterfall traveling down. Stay there for 3 more breaths, breathing in through your roots, through the back of the leg, creating space. The back of the body is related to the past. Wherever is the tension in the physical body, breathe there. As you're going through yoga practice, you're not working with the physical body only, so you don't need to do too much. Just concentrate on the physical body, concentrate on the sensation, visualize the color, and just trust the process that the body, the mind, the heart will change. Now change the side of the pose. Inhale, both legs are straight. And as you exhale, now bend your left knee, keeping the right leg long, turning the chest towards the right. Again, staying there for 5 breaths. Take your time. Breathe into the area where you feel you need a little extra space. Visualize the color is traveling through the back of the leg. And as you exhale, soften the heart area, soften the neck, soften the jaw. 2 more breaths there. Don't need to do anything, just allow whatever happens to happen. You're just there, just observe, just witness. Last breath there. And as you exhale, slowly soften both knees. Release both hands on the floor and walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Stay 1 breath in downward facing dog. Move a little bit, walk a little bit. And now if you want, stay in downward facing dog or have your first vinyasa. Coming into plank. Lowering your body down. Inhale, low cobra, cobra or up dog. And as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Stay in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Breathing in here. As you exhale, bend your right knee, lift your right hip like a dog which is peeing on the tree. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, right leg straight. As you exhale, bend your knee, lift the hip. Breathe into the area, exhale out from the area where you feel the stretch. Inhale, right leg straight, level your hips. As you exhale, bend your knee, lift the hip. Stay there for a breath, breathe in. Now, if you want, stay in this position, or if your body is happy, come into wide think position, which means you're slowly turning your left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat and lowering the ball of the right foot behind you. Ball of the right foot or right heel on the floor behind you, doesn't matter. Your left leg is straight, right knee is bent, and slowly turning the chest up towards the sky. Feel free to try out. It's still really at the beginning of the practice, so feel free to stay in the previous position. Stay there for 3 more breaths, wherever you are, whichever is your position. Even if you're trying the wide thing, if after 1 or 2 breaths you feel it's too much, just release. Make sure you're creating the practice which allows you to connect with your breath, concentrate on the colors instead of straining your body. 1 more breath there. Don't forget, the aim of this practice today is less to concentrate on the physical challenges, on the physical side. It's a moving meditation today, so find a position when you are not strained, when you are able to breathe, then you are able to stay present with an ease. And with the next inhale, slowly lift your right leg up towards the ceiling, come back to downward facing dog. Again, if you want to stay in down dog, feel free. If you want to practice your vinyasa, come into plank, lowering your body down, inhale, up dog or cobra, and as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Exactly the same on the other side. Now lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, keep your hips leveled, keep the left leg straight, breathe in here. You're breathing in through the back of the right leg, breathing into the pelvis area, exhaling out into the heart area. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, lift the left hip. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathing in, level your hips, left leg straight, visualize the colors. Exhaling out, bend your knee, lift the hip. And last time. Inhale, left leg straight, hips leveled. As you exhale, bend your knee, lift the hip. Again, you have the option. Stay in this position. Is an amazing, beautiful pose. If you want to practice the right thing, slowly turning your right toes towards the side of the mat. The right foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And as you're bending your left knee, lowering the ball of the left foot, your left heel on the floor behind you. Again, please don't strain. Find your position. Stay there for 3 breaths, whichever is your posture. Find the ease in the pose. Breathe through the roots, through the legs. Breathe into the heart area. You're opening the front, lengthening the front. You're creating awful lot of space in the heart area. Breathe there, stay there. If it's getting too much, please release the pose anytime. Allow your ego, go to sleep now. Listen to the body. And with the next inhale, slowly lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, back to 3-legged downward facing dog. Both feet on the floor, you are in down dog. If you want, stay in down dog position, or one more time vinyasa, come into plank, lowering your body down, breathing in, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. And with teeny tiny steps, walk your hands towards your feet. Walk your hands backwards. Stay a moment in forward fold position. Exhaling out through your mouth, bending your knees, softening your knees. And with the next inhale, place your hands onto your hip and come up to standing position. And now turn towards the back edge of the mat. Now you are standing at the back edge of the mat. Keep your feet hip distance apart, hands next to your heart. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Have a nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhaling out through your mouth. And imagine you are facing with your future now. What pops into your mind when you think, wow, my future is in front of me? You might getting very curious, excited. Or maybe you are full of fear. Maybe you're not interested at all. Maybe you want to close your eyes and just finish the practice because you know you lost the faith and nothing good can come for you. Just stay. Keep it in your mind, whatever is there, whatever popped into your mind. Don't judge, don't criticize. And with the next inhale, release your hands, hook your thumbs, open the fingers nice and wide. And again, zipping up your invisible trouser, lift the pubic bone towards the belly button as you're lifting your arms up. And imagine someone pulling your wrist up and backwards, opening, lengthening the front, the chest area. Breathe in through your roots, through the legs. Breathe into the heart, into the chest area. Watch, you might feel a little bit more space than in the previous round. Breathe the color green into the heart. Breathe the spring, the hope, the freshness, the space into this area. Stay there for 3 more breaths. If it's uncomfortable, feel free to release a little bit. Lengthen your inhale. Create more space. Allow your body to go just a fraction deeper. Find the space. Enjoy whatever is there. Every exhale, release your fears. Release your lost faith. And just open the window. Remind yourself the freshness of the dewdrops on the leaves, on the grass. And as you exhale, really slowly, really gently bend your knees, release your hands, folding forward. Come into downward facing dog. If you want to stay in down dog, feel free. Otherwise, have your vinyasa. Come into plank, inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands, warrior 2. Turn your left toes slightly bit out. And draw a big circle with your left arm, your right knee is bent, left leg straight. Look towards your right fingertips. Stay in warrior 2. Inhale, both legs are straight, both arms reaching up towards the sky. As you exhale, back to warrior 2, bend your right knee. 2 more times. Inhale, breathing in through your roots, through the legs, color red is traveling up. And as you exhale, back to warrior two. Exhale out through your fingertips. Exhale out through the crown of the head. Last time, breathing in through your roots, legs, into the heart. And as you exhale, back to warrior two. Stay there for a moment. Breathe in here. Press both feet into the floor. Imagine your feet are in mud and you want to lift your right foot from this mud. Breathe in here, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Place your left hand on your left leg or place your left hand on your lower back behind you and slowly lengthen the right side of your body, leaning backwards. Staying there for 3 breaths. Breathing in through your roots, through the legs. Breathe into the right side. Lengthen the right side. Breathe the color green in. 2 more breaths there. Every inhale, you're releasing the pose just a millimeter, just a fraction. Every exhale, find the space. And last time, breathing in. Beautiful. With the next inhale, come back to warrior two. Stay there for a moment. You're still breathing in through the roots, through the legs. And as you exhale, side angle, press the tip of your right elbow inside of your right knee. If it's too much, rest your right elbow on the top of your right knee and lengthen the left side. Again, breathing in through the legs, breathe into the left side. This is a moving meditation. If the posture is challenging physically, find a pose when you are able to breathe properly, when you are able to concentrate on the areas where you feel the stretch, and breathe the color into the area where you feel the stretch. Stay there for a breath. And with the next inhale, back to warrior two. Breathe in warrior two. As you exhale, win your hands either side of your right foot, step back to downward facing dog. Stay in downward facing dog. If you need a little rest, come into child pose, otherwise have your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Stay there for a moment, stay there for a breath. Breathing in through the back of the legs. Breathing in into the back of the body, the trunk. And let's do the same on the other side. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, warrior two, step your left foot between your hands. Big circle with your left arm, look towards the left fingertips. Find your position, breathe in here. Breathing in through the roots, through the legs. The color red is traveling into your legs, into the pelvis area. Inhale, both legs are straight, both arms reaching up towards the sky. As you exhale, warrior two, exhale out through the fingertips, through the crown of the head. Inhale, both legs, both arms reaching up, reaching down. As you exhale, warrior two. Last time, breathing in, the energy traveling through the legs, through the spine, fingertips. As you exhale, warrior two, stay there for a breath, breathe in, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand on the right leg, no weight on the hand or on your lower back if you are not sure. Breathe into your left side. Find the breath. Visualize the color green is traveling from the pelvis, from the hip, through the left side, through the heart area, armpit, arm, fingertips. Breathe there, exhaling out, soften everything. Inhale, create a little extra space, release a little bit. Last breath there. Beautiful. Inhale, back to warrior two. Get ready for side angle. Press your left elbow against your left knee or rest your elbow on your knee and lengthen the right side now. You create a little extra space between your ribs. Visualize the muscles between the ribs. Visualize the color green. Visualize you opening the window, creating more space. The fresh air is traveling in. Stay there, breathe there. Allow your arm to be longer, right side to be longer. Which side is more or less restricted than the other one? Last breath there. And with the next inhale, come back to warrior two. Breathe in here. As you exhale, windmill your hands either side of the left foot, step back to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog, have your vinyasa, come into child pose, whichever is your preference. And with the next inhale, come back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stay there for a breath. And with the next breath, start to walk your feet towards your hands halfway, and walk your hands towards your feet halfway. So basically you find yourself in the center of the mat. Now you're standing in the middle of the mat. Turn towards the long edge of the mat. So you are facing towards the side. Again, keeping your feet hip distance apart, hands next to your heart in prayer position. And imagine there is a person standing in front of you. This is you. The teeny tiny you as a child is in front of you. You can visualize or you just feel the energy. Doesn't matter how was your childhood. Now visualize, imagine the most ideal childhood you had, you wish to have, or you would like to create in the future for someone. Imagine you create it for yourself right now. Imagine the freedom, the happiness. Imagine that you are carefree, that you are playful. Smile, laugh, giggles, running, dancing. Imagine the laughter. And now again, hook your thumbs, open the fingers nice and wide, and lift your arms up towards the sky. Staying there for 5 breaths. Someone pulling your wrist up and slightly bit back. Your abdominal region is supporting your lower back. Just breathe there. Lengthen your arm, lengthen the spine. Breathe into the heart area. Breathe in the color green. Breathe in this picture. Listen the laughter. Feel the carefree, playful, happy moments. Visualize them. This is your childhood. Doesn't matter, you just imagine it now. Your brain doesn't know the difference. This picture you're imagining now and between the reality. Just visualize, just imagine. Don't criticize yourself, don't judge yourself. Stay there for 1 more breath. And as you exhale, slowly release your hands. Lower your hands next to your body. Stay there for a moment. And with the next inhale, bring your arms parallel to the floor. Open your legs as wide as your feet underneath your hands. Keep your feet parallel to the short edge of the mat, or turn your toes just a little bit in, like you're pigeon-toeing your feet. Place your hands onto your hip, and as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And as you exhale, folding forward. Now you have 2 options. Lower your hands on the floor, you can work like this, or if you want, interlace the fingers behind you and lift your hands up towards the sky. Maybe create a little space in the inner thigh muscles. Breathe in here, both legs are straight. As you exhale, bend your right knee, lower the bum towards the floor. Inhale, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend your left knee. 2 more times on each side. Inhale, both legs are straight. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Watch which area you feel the stretch. Inhale, breathe into this area. Breathe the color red from the earth through this area. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. 1 more time on each side. Breathing in, both legs straight. Breathe the color red in. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Exhale out from the area where you feel the stretch. Inhale, both legs are straight. As you exhale, bend your other knee. Nice. Inhale, both legs are straight. Release your hands, hands resting on the floor, on your shins, on a block. Breathing in through the roots, through the legs. Exhale out through the mouth, release the jaw. Whole back of your body is soft. Stay there for a breath. And now with the next inhale, start to walk your hands away from you. Walk them as far as you have to lift your heels off the floor. Now press your palms into the floor. Imagine your palms glued to the floor as you're lowering the heels on the floor. So now you have a little extra stretch in the spine, in the back of the legs. Stay there for 5 breaths. Chest is aiming towards the floor. Breathe green color into the heart area, into the back of the heart, front of the heart. Lengthen your breath. Allow the chest to soften, 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 soften. Shoulders, neck, everything is soft. Just breathe. Breathe into the back of the leg. Breathe into the spine. Breathe into the heart. Long exhale. And with the next inhale, release the pose. Walk your hands towards you. Walk your hands towards the front edge of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. You have your options. Stay in down dog, plank, child pose, or have your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Stay in downward facing dog. And now we will activate a little bit the legs, moving between downward facing dog and floating child. Again, if it's something is too much, just rest a little bit, okay? So you are in downward facing dog, breathing in here, breathing through your roots into your legs. And as you exhale, bend your knees like you go into child pose. Lower the bum towards your heels, but don't touch the floor with your knees. Stop your knees just a millimeter above the floor, okay? Inhale, back to downward facing dog. Breathe into the back of the legs, into your legs. As you exhale, floating child. You are sitting on your heels almost, and your heels touching the floor almost. Inhale, back to downward facing dog. As you exhale, floating child. And again, inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, wherever you feel the legs, imagine color red is getting stronger and stronger there. Inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, floating child. If your legs start to get burned, remind yourself this is just muscle. 5 more times. Inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, floating child, using the floor, pushing the floor away from you with your hands. Inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, sitting on your heels, almost reaching the floor with your knees almost. Inhale, downward facing dog. Work nicely and slowly. As you exhale, floating child. Yes, legs are burning. Yes, you have legs. Yes, the energy is traveling through your legs. Last time, inhale, downward facing dog. And as you exhale, floating child. Beautiful. Now cherry on the cake. Stay in floating child. Stay there for 10, for 9, 8, 7. Stay for 6. For 5, breathe in the color red. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower your knees on the floor. Stay in child pose for a breath or two. Acknowledge where do you feel the energy, where do you feel the muscles. And with the next inhale, slowly come into kneeling position. Your knees hip distance apart. Tuck your toes under. Keep something underneath your knees if you need to. And place your hands onto the rib cage, like a hand grabbing your rib cage, not underneath the rib cage, but on the rib cage. Zip up your invisible trouser, lift the pubic bone towards the belly button, roll the shoulders back and try to bring your elbows in towards each other. Press your thumbs against the rib cage. Imagine this hand want to lift the chest up and over. Okay? Breathe into the chest, into the heart area. The window is wide open. You're breathing in color green. Breathe in the fresh air. Visualize the color green. Visualize the light. Visualize the space. Relax your shoulders. Relax the neck. Relax the jaw. Don't need to look up. Keep turning your face towards the front. Concentrate on the chest, shoulders, elbows. Stay there. Breathe there. Stay there for a breath. Breathe into the chest. Beautiful. Let's move back to child pose. Super slowly release the posture. And sit on your heels. Come into child pose. Any arm and hand position. I really like to keep this triangle shape with my fingers. Keeping the forehead on the floor. Kind of reminding myself how we started the practice. I already been in this position today, and just stay there for 3 or 4 breaths, exhaling up through your mouth. Close your eyes and watch how do you feel right now. What is the state of this little seed now? How do you feel? Is it different to breathe now? You still feel the heaviness? You are more grounded, more rooted. You have more space in the heart area. How do you feel? Just listen. Just acknowledge. The most important thing There is no space for criticism. Just exhale out. Just observe. Whatever is there with a reason. With every breath, the universe itself is traveling through you. You are just a vessel. Breathing in, creating space, observing, watching, acknowledging. Exhaling out, just soften. One more breath here. And with the next inhale, from child pose, slowly come back to downward facing dog. Move a little bit, walk a little bit if you wish. And again, with teeny tiny steps, walk your feet towards the center of the mat, walk your hands towards the center of the mat, and place your hands onto your hip, soften your knees, come up to standing, and again, turn or face towards the long edge of the mat, but now towards the opposite direction. Keep your hands front of your heart in prayer position, keep your feet hip-width apart, keep your gaze down or close your eyes. Now you are facing with the person who is your adult self. The person who is responsible, who knows when he or she is talking the truth, talking kindness, talking necessary things, who is doing his or her job, who is making decisions, who has his or her own strength, self-belief, grounded, rooted, but his or her heart is open, has the light bubble around, has the roots, has the connection with the universe through the breath. A peaceful warrior with open heart. This is you. Hook your thumbs, open the fingers, keeping the pubic bone lifted up towards the belly button, lifting your arms up towards the sky, someone pulling your wrist up and slightly bit back. Stay there for 5 breaths and just breathe in all of these qualities into the heart area. Creating space. Maybe you find more space, maybe easier and easier to breathe there. Breathe, visualize, imagine. Visualize the color green. Visualize this adult person who is enjoying to be adult, who is enjoy to make decisions, who feels his or her own strength, who is finding the openness in the heart, the strength in the legs, in the arms, the support. Stay there for a breath. And as you exhale, again release your arms down. Stay there for a breath. And again, bring your arms parallel to the floor on the side and open your feet, your legs as wide as your hands. And again, place your hands onto your hip. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, and as you exhale, folding forward. If the posture I offer you will be a little bit too challenging, too much, stay with the previous inner thigh lengthening. Otherwise, as you exhale, bend your right knee. Now, keeping the left leg straight, keep the left heel on the floor, turn your left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, back to the previous position, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend your left knee, right toes pointing up towards the sky. If you find this too easy, you can interlace the fingers, keeping your arms parallel to the floor in front of you. Breathe in, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend one knee, right knee lifted or right knee on the floor, your choice. Inhale, both legs straight. As you exhale, bend your left knee, right toes pointing up towards the sky. 3 more times on each side. Breathing in. Breathing through your roots, through the legs. Visualize the color red as you exhale. The color red is traveling, spreading in the pelvis area. Inhale, both legs straight. As you exhale, lengthen the right leg. Inhale, 2 more times on each side. As you exhale, bend your right knee. Keep the buttocks nice and low, shifting your body weight towards the left. As you exhale, keep your right toes pointing towards the sky. 1 more time. Inhale. Shift the bum, shift the body weight on the right. Inhale. As you exhale, shift it to the left. Perfect. Inhale, come back to the center, both legs are straight. Parallel your feet, turn your toes slightly bit in, pigeon toes your toes a little bit, both hands on the floor. And as you exhale, keep your right palm flat on the floor or on a block and lift the left arm up towards the sky. Keep the left fingertips pointing up towards the sky and allow the left arm to be super heavy. Imagine someone behind you pulling your wrist slightly bit backwards. Allow your arm to be heavy. Breathe into the chest, breathe into the left arm, visualize color green. Inhale into the heart area, create space for this beautiful, strong, responsible adult you are. And exhale out through the arm, fingers. Allow the connection to be with the universe present. Everything you need is at your fingertips. The question is, you're allowing these things to step into your life, to be present in your life? Or you are holding the vessel, you are holding the cup which keeps the suffering in, which keeps the stories which are not serving you into your life. One more breath there. And change the side, both hands on the floor. And now keep the left palm on the floor, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Again, allow the right arm to be heavy. Allow your right arm to be soft. Breathe into the right side, into the chest. Visualize color green. Visualize the spring. You are walking through the morning field. Flowers, greenery around you. Your ankle, your calf getting a little bit wet because the dew drops on the grass, on the petals. This is the future. There is space, freshness, energy. And as you exhale, slowly release. And from there, walk your hands towards the front edge of the mat, step back to downward facing dog, stay in down dog, plank, child pose, or practice your vinyasa if you wish. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Lower your knees on the floor for a moment, untuck your toes. And with the next inhale, keep your toes untucked, slowly lifting your knees off the floor. Now, it really depends on your body. Maybe you are able to lift your knees just a millimeter off the floor and you have awful lot of stretch at the front of your feet, of the front of your legs. That's perfectly fine. If you can lift your knees further up, feel free. Stay in the pose for 5 breaths at least, lengthening the front of your leg. If you have a really bad cramp, just release the pose and have to come back again. Don't worry if you do it first time in your life, maybe your leg, your body will freak out. Again, just release and have to come back. 3 more breaths there. Breathe into the area where you feel something is going on, your body reacts. You need more space. Breathe in the color green, the color red. Breathe into the back of the chest, breathe into the front of the leg, breathe into the back of the leg. Stay there for a breath. Lift your knees a little bit higher. And as you exhale, lower your knees on the floor. Stay in all 4 position for a moment. Now moving towards camel posture. If you want to practice the previous position when we kind of prepared the body, the chest area for camel, if your body happy to go further, then come with me. From all 4 positions, come into kneeling, your knees hip distance apart. Find some softness underneath your knees if you need. Tuck your toes under. Grab the rib cage, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, bringing your elbows, shoulder blades towards each other, lifting the chest. Keep zipping up your invisible trousers. Engage your abdominal region, keep supporting your lower back. Keep looking forward. If you feel super comfortable, slowly walk your hands down towards the pelvis area. Keep your hands here. If you still comfortable, lower your hands, walk your hands down, rest your hands on your ankles. If it's still comfortable, untuck your toes. If you stay comfortable, you're still able to breathe into the chest area, visualizing color green, visualizing space, then look up. Or if your neck is happy, look backwards. You stay in your pose at least 2 more breaths. Breathe into the chest area. The color green filling up the chest, the shoulders, the neck, the head, the ribcage area. Your arms, your hands is bright, spacious. One more breath here. And as you exhale, super slowly, we are moving back to child pose. Release the position. Sit on your heels. Again, find the position for your hands. Maybe create the triangle. Maybe rest your forehead on the floor. Exhaling out through your mouth. How do you feel now? What is the energy of your being in child pose? Still heavy, lighter, more spacious? What is the color? What kind of thoughts are present in your mind? How do you feel right now? No criticism. Everything you find is perfectly fine. Stay there for a breath. And with the next inhale, slowly walk your hands towards your knees, lifting the chest. Now, bring your knees together, separate your feet. If you want, sit on bricks and blocks underneath your bum, or keep your buttocks on the floor. Place your hands on the floor behind you and start to walk your hands away from you. We start to stretch the front of your thigh. If you sit on bricks or blocks, walk your hands behind you and your maximum, place your elbows, your forearms on the floor. If you're sitting on the floor, and if that's available, lie down on the floor. It's quite nice in this position. If you have a big arch in the lower back, place a brick or block underneath your chest or underneath your head. Find a position for your arms. If you want, lift your arms overhead, grab your elbows. 4 or 5 breaths there. Breathe into the front of your thighs. Breathe in the color red. Breathe into the chest, the armpits, the neck area. Breathe in color green. Exhale, soften the area where you feel your body reacts for this posture. Find the softness. Find the ease. If anything is getting too much, immediately come out of the pose. Don't forget, this is a moving meditation. We use the body to feel, to create, to sense, to stay present. We are not creating practice to concentrate on the physical aspect, on the body only. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Allow your body to be heavy. Don't forget the earth is there to support you. Last inhale. And as you exhale, slowly come out of the pose. Press your elbows, your forearms into the floor. Bring your chin close to the chest. And walking your hands towards the front edge of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Move a little bit, walk a little bit. If you fancy, practice a vinyasa. Otherwise, stay in down dog. And with teeny tiny steps, walk your feet towards your hands. Keep your knees slightly bit soft. Allow your arms to be heavy. Breathing in through your feet, the back of the legs. Exhale out through the spine, through the neck, crown of the head. Release the jaw. Exhale out through your mouth. One more time. Breathing in. Visualize the color red. Exhaling out, color green. And with the next breath, soften your knees, place your hands onto your hip and come up to standing. Bring your palms together next to your heart. Keep your feet hip distance apart, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Stay there for a breath or 2. Feel the earth, feel the roots. Feel that you are strong, you are grounded, supported. Feel that your heart is open. The crown of the head is able to reach the sky. You are the bridge between the earth and between the sky. With every breath, you connecting with the universe. Through every breath, your universe steps into your being, into your body. Stay there for a breath. And with the next breath, slowly open your eyes. Now we are going through a little balancing sequence. Now with the next inhale, zip up your invisible trouser and bring your right knee next to the chest. Hug your right knee next to the chest. You are super tall, your knee close to the chest, stay there. If you want, stay in this position. If you want, you can practice tree pose. Press the sole of the right foot against your left inner thigh. Press your foot against your thigh, thigh against your heel, and try to open your knees slightly backwards, palms together next to your heart. Maybe this is your posture. If you want to come with me, we will practice dancer pose. In this case, bend your right knee, bring your right heel close to the bum and grab your right ankle. Zip up your invisible trouser. Your left arm is parallel to the floor in front of you. Maybe you keeping your palm open, maybe you practice chin mudra, the tip of your thumb and the tip of your index finger together. Stay there. Zipping up your invisible trouser and slowly start to press your right foot against your right hand, like you want to push your right hand away from you with your right foot. Keep the chest still lifted, your upper body is not moving anywhere. You just slowly pressing your right foot against your right arm is getting longer and longer and longer. Keep zipping up your invisible trouser, breathe in through your roots, through the leg. And if you feel, okay, this is my maximum, feel free to move the chest like someone pulling your left wrist slightly bit away from you. You're following with the chest, just a little bit forward. Breathe in through the leg. Visualize color red. Breathe in through your heart. Visualize color green. You are strong but open. You are strong but soft. Breathe in. Stay there. Whichever is your choice, whichever is your posture, stay there. And with the next inhale, slowly release, soften both knees, bring your right knee back to the chest, hug your right knee next to the chest. And Tadasana, both feet on the floor, hip width apart. Allow your arms to get long, chin close to the chest, neck is relaxed, just breathe. Watch the right side, watch the left side, watch your thoughts. If the posture was easy, if the posture was challenging, how do you react? You're criticizing yourself, you're acknowledging the fact what you find. We are here to celebrate what we have right now. We are not here to like or dislike. Stay there for the breath. Get ready to work on the other side. Again, open your eyes. Bring your left knee next to the chest. Zipping up your invisible trouser. Your whole body is super tall, super high. Squeeze your left knee next to the chest. Maybe stay there. Maybe this is your posture. If you want to practice tree pose, press the sole of the left foot against your right inner thigh against the sole of the left foot. Open the left knee slightly bit back, palms together next to your heart. Stay there. Or come with me, let's practice dancer pose. Left heel next to the left bum. Grab your left ankle or the outer edge of the left foot. Right arm parallel to the floor. Find a position for your right hand. Breathe in, zip up. As you exhale, press your left foot against your left hand. Lengthen the left arm. Keep the chest still lifted. Lift the leg, lift the left, lift the leg. Breathing in. If you find the balance, if you find the ease, slowly someone pulling your right wrist just slightly bit away from you. Moving the chest slightly bit further forward and closer to the floor. Breathe into the right leg. Breathe into the heart. Stay there for 2 long inhales, 2 long exhales, whichever is your position. Either position is beautiful, either position is fine. Stay there, breathe there, visualize the color, the space, the strength. And as you exhale, release. Left knee next to the chest. You stay long, you stay grounded, you stay rooted. As you exhale, Tadasana, both feet on the floor, arms alongside of your body. Stay there for a breath. Sun salutation. Inhale, huge circle with your arms. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling, reach up. As you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Practice your vinyasa if you wish, stay in down dog or plank or child pose. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Walk a little bit in down dog, move a little bit in down dog. And with the next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. You are in three-legged downward facing dog. Bend your right knee, lift your right hip. Again, this is your option. If you want, stay in this position. If you want, wide thing, which means slowly lower the ball of the right foot or the right heel behind you, keeping the left leg still long, lifting the chest up towards the sky. If you want, stay in this position, or if that's available, let's practice full wheel position, slowly bending both knees, both feet on the floor, kind of hip width apart. Squeeze your knees towards each other and the palms on the floor. Try to push yourself towards the front. Imagine someone pulling your chest forward. Press the soles of the feet into the floor. Try to lengthen, straighten your legs. Reach the wall in front of you with the chest. Stay there for 2 breaths. Breathe into the heart, into the chest area. Visualize the color green is filling up the whole body. You are love. Every single little corner in your body, in your mind, in your heart is full of love. As you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Find your way to come back into downward facing dog. And from there, child pose. Stay 2 or 3 breaths in child pose before you do exactly the same on the other side. How do you feel now? What is the difference between this child pose and the first child position you've done today? Stay there for a breath. And with the next inhale, let's move back to downward facing dog, and let's do the same little posture, same little sequence on the other side. So again, lift the left leg up towards the ceiling, three-legged downward facing dog. Bend your left knee, lift the left hip. This is your position today. If it's still too much, just drop your right knee. You can stay in this pose. That's beautiful. If that's available, then wide thing. Right foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat, ball of the left foot or left heel behind you, lift the chest, arm reaching away from you. If that's available, bend both knees, soles of the feet, palms flat on the floor, and again, try to reach the wall which was in front of you with the chest. Press the soles of the feet against the floor, breathe in through the roots, through the legs, breathe into the heart, into the chest area. You are one with the universe. You are love. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter the circumstances, you always have the support. Stay there for a breath. And with the next inhale, release. Come back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, if you want, practice your last vinyasa. If you want, come into child pose or stay in downward facing dog. And as you exhale, slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. Get ready for the last position today, Shavasana. Walk your feet towards your hands. Bend your knees, sit on the floor, and slowly lie down on your back. Spread your legs and arms nice and wide. Make sure there is space between your body and your arms. Turn your palms towards the ceiling, shoulders heavy. Allow your feet to flop to the side. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles. Your body is lying on the floor, heavy, grounded, rooted, supported. You are held right now and forever. You are breathing. You have this one breath right now. You have nothing else. You have the earth underneath your body. Nothing else. And you have this light bubble, this safe place around you. nothing else. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter who. You are perfect. With every breath, the universe is connecting with you. Every breath is the reminder, where are you coming from and where are you going back. Doesn't matter what happened with you in the past, doesn't matter how do you feel right now, doesn't matter the future, you will always have the support from above, from below. You are always at home in this very moment, in this present moment. Just enjoy the freedom, enjoy the support, and dream a life you want to live. Be brave, allow your imagination to be vivid. You holding the vessel, you creating the vessel, you can release it. You can build a new one. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy your life. Namaste.